Hello everyone, this is Daga, and today we're hunting an Afflicted Goss Harag, a Khezu, and an Aurora Somnacanth. The opposite order of what I just said, and Aurora Somnacanth and Khezu are pretty scary. I'm also using a different rule set for this one, so I call it Ramika Rules. It's basically my simple rules, but with two more restrictions. No elemental burst counter, and no weakness exploit. So this is also kind of a challenge run. Since we have no counter, we're going old school for Rise, engaging with Soaring River Blade and dodging through the rower. We can attack Aurora a bit more here. Now she gets mad and we're again, so we power through her rower. Once again, old school style with the ZSD, no countering her. Close aim, but not actually hit her, so we don't get hit by the ice either. And I used the Sweet Charger way too soon there, because she'll track me with this lighting, so if I used it later, I would have dodged, but I made a mistake, whoopsie. Unshape to get a quick hit here and dodge through her Ice Wing. I also attacked there so I could roll the Blade Scale Hone proc. I didn't get it, but oh well. Attack a bit here, dodge her, and keep attacking. Since I'm not running counter, all these evasive skills end up being way more relevant than they usually are, since I just have to roll through stuff, so Status Trigger, Randomly Brush, and Blade Scale Hone all would be way more relevant. You can jump over her Belly Flop as well. I only did Sweet Charger earlier to refill my gauge because it's so slow, but they usually try to jump over her Belly Flop. Just some normal attacking, she's going for the Ice Wing. Notice how she shook her head before sliding away. So since I had this sword out already, you can jump over it with Soaring River Blade and keep attacking her. Roll away from this. I haven't ever ice ran through the entire attack successfully. If you roll late, you can dodge through and try to roll the evasion skills. I do that sometimes in this very round. Spoilers, oopsie. But for the most part, I haven't like rolled backwards from her spinning attack. So here's another Belly Flop. Jump over and attack her. Now she's good for her ultimate move. And I like to also Soaring Her Blade here just to move away. Like, maybe you can jump over the ice explosions. I never tried. Like, it's a bit of a waste of time, you know, staying there just so you can jump over. It would look flashy though. Therefore, to just attack Sun and then be away for the explosions. Here I cancelled the ZSD earlier because she was going to do her spinning jump with ice move, and that kills you in Master Rank. So I cancelled early to try and get hit by just the jump, but then I staggered her, so it was fine. Dodge through that. All three evasion skills are very nice. Once again, shaking head, so here comes a nice thing, we can jump over it, attack her head, and just go to town with a small combo here. That and roll it from there. So if a late roll, you can roll the evasion skills as well, but I prefer to just play it safe there. Do a late roll so we can roll the skills. Just keep attacking, dodge her Ice Wing, and go to town with more and more combos. Once again, the Belly Flop, jump over. And miss, but at least we didn't get hit, right? So that's better. Try again, second time's a charm. If I was using Elemental Burst counter, and ideally you should, if you're not doing like challenge rounds or whatever, you could just counter the Belly Flops instead, that's better. But Soaring River Blade is stylish in its own way, right? But once again for ultimate move, so yeah, getting position, Soaring River Blade towards Somnacanth to both get out of the way and, well, attach a Soaring River Blade explosion to her, right? That's always nice. You see her face here. And I mistook her move there, that's why I cancelled her early and ended up getting hit. I thought it was going to be on her jumping attacks with ice. With these ice needles, just one of them will hit you, like you won't get hit by all 5 through ZSD, so it's safe to ZSDs through that. That was a mistake on my part. So here's a late Sweet Charger, so you can actually dodge her ice moves. When she runs away like that, she'll do this spin attack so you can roll through it. Or if you have a wire bug, you can jump over it as well. Or counter it if you're two bugs and you're using counter like a normal person. But yeah, rolling through it is also fine. That's Aurora Somnacanth. I like to think this was pretty decent against her, so I will call myself a brave runner right now, right? From my Twitter post. But yeah, I think Auroracanth is one of the harder monsters in investigations. Like, she moves all over the place and does a lot of crazy combos. I think she's pretty scary, despite this one being quite plain. Like, it took a lot of resets to get this far. There's Khezu. Khezu didn't wait until I attacked him to engage. So yeah, he is eager for 5. I can just dodge through the thrower. And storm her blade through the electric field. With good timing, we just get down as the field goes off. So yeah, that works out nicely. Of course, if you're a normal person running counter, you could just counter it as well. That works even better. For the single field, when he does the 2 fields, you don't want to counter that because you get hit by the second one. Okay, there goes the electric balls. You can roll through his elongated neck. It's easier to roll through if you're far away from him, because the longer it's stretched out, the faster it moves, so it's easier to ride straight through. Ask your physics teacher about that. So yeah, when it does roll combos, you can just close in and keep attacking. With this electric field, you can, as I said before, swarm and blade. Usually if you have to roll away for the field, by the time you come down, the field will be off already. But if you're already away from the field, you have to wait a bit before swarming her blade. Otherwise, you swarm her blade right into the electric field, and that's not very nice. Dodge the thrower, he's enraging again, so no combo follow up. Dodge that, I actually super armor through, but okay. Healing up because Khezu deals a surprisingly high amount of damage with the electric moves, and I don't want to card. So here's a double field. You know it's a double because our character will scream. But overall, the double field lasts as long as the single field. It's just that it's 2 shots. So the Storm Blade's threat works just as nicely. Of course, he missed the Storm Blade there, so try to hit it. That's better. And Khezu's moving away to the same area as Goss Harag. So my plan here is to take advantage of that. Maybe go for a ride, we'll have a red wire bug, right? So yeah, that looks promising, wouldn't you say? Zeri also has an extra wire bug, so just make a quick stop to get it, right? We're here anyway. And there is Khezu going to bully Goss. So I go for the Soaring Relay here because I expected them to hit each other and either of them to go mountable, but instead Goss just leads. Like, he doesn't want to pick a fight, he's just a chill dude, right? So yeah, he'll still be hunting Khezu here. Just keep attacking, he's always sidestep through the tailspin. You can always sidestep through that bite as well if you're playing nicely. You don't have to mimic the getting hit part if you don't want to. There's a chomp, there's a tailspin. There's an elongated neck. You can also jump over it rather than rolling through if you're feeling stylish. Or you can counter it as well if you have a counter. That works even better. Get away from here and Sword and Blade. Just as I said many times before, if you have to run away, then your Sword and Blade will be just in time. Got a lucky knockdown here, so yeah, this is not consistent at all. Happened to flinch him mid-jump. But we take these, right? So there's Khezu dead, and we can go after Goss, he's nearby, no need to fast travel, we can just run over there. Before engaging with Goss, let's once again pick up a new bug here. Keeping 3 bugs isn't as necessary because I'm not running counter, so no 2 bug attacks, but it's free real estate, right? I probably should have engaged with either ZSD or Sorcerer Blade there. The lame normal slash is the lamest of them all, but okay, it's not a huge deal. Goss got his back against the wall for the Ice Beam, so he can close in. And since I'm not amped anymore, go for 2-stage morph here and insta-amp. Go through the icy blades and punch his eyes. When Goss is in rage, it takes less fire damage, but the ice still takes a lot, so you'll be aiming for these, right? Normally ZSDing Goss's ice is pretty suicidal. I lucked out with the flinch there. But it is that it's an Afflicted Goss. So the Ice Blade attacks will inflict Blood Blight. And if you get hit by them during ZSD, as long as you don't die, if you get Blood Blight, you heal all the damage back anyway. Spoiler alert, this will happen later in this run. I'm not talking about this. Although yeah, I did get Blood Blighted. But yeah, as long as you're at full health, ZSDing Afflicted Goss Harag's Ice Blades is actually quite safe. Because you just heal the damage back up anyway, so yeah, what's the problem taking damage? Go for the Ice Blades again, this time he's far away, so jump over, Stormy Blade in. Miss, but the poison knocks it out of the Afflicted state, so yeah, that looks stylish even if the miss, didn't it? It exploded just as I closed in, so yeah, very cinematic. But it was just the poison, not me. So from my Afflicted Goss run for Arling Sunbreak, you know that after this move would always stop and taunt, so Combo City here. Just lots and lots of free hits. Go for the 2-stage there, just for disengage. Got way too greedy with the attacks, like this shoulder tackle always gets me. But okay, you can just keep attacking at least, it inflicts Blood Blight, so I get HP back later. Dodge that, and since no counter, you can jump over and keep attacking. Since he's exhausted, the slam there doesn't have a shockwave. I can just jump over this slam and do a Stormy Blade hit. That's still fairly strong. And for this is the hopefully on arm, got on the butt, which is not really good, but okay, sure. At least it's still damage, right? Got a nice flinch there on the headbutt, so that prevents his follow-up. And we can dodge the claw swipes. If you're wondering how I'm still good at iframing things in this quest, it's because, spoilers, this armor set has evade win in 5. So yeah, that makes it a lot easier. It's not actually skill, it's armor skills. Jump over his Ice Blade follow-up, it does that when he's as below some HP threshold, he'll do the running attack to form the Ice Blades. So there's what I mentioned about Blood Blight with the ice. Got hit by the Ice Blade, but no problem. He gave me Blood Blight. So dodge this, go for a ZSD here to try and get to the Ice Blades, but I end up on his ass somehow? Okay, sure. And Goss Lays, I clipped that weird ZSD. That was pretty janky, right? But not a huge deal. It's okay. Chasing after Goss. And you can re-engage. He'll jump away and then dash back in to reform his Ice Blades. So you can just jump over that. And Stormy Blade. As usual, if you have counter, you can just counter that instead. This works fine as well. No bugs, so instead I just rose through, evade win and 5 carry me. Broke the eye, so we can come over here while it's flopping around. Too bad for the lower fire hit zone values though. Jump here to dodge him. I expected the ground pound, but okay. We wouldn't get hit by the second punch there. It got punched out of the affliction anyway, so yeah, that's nice. Blue Ghost means more fire damage, so that's even nicer. No huge snow Fang when it does that grounded claw swipe and exhausted. So I could roll through one, or we can just jump over the other one, like whatever works. Here's a throw, all 3 evasion skills triggering. That always feels so nice, doesn't it? I thought I was out of the way from that. So yeah, that was a sloppy mistake. But okay, the claw swipe inflict Blood Blight, so just get the health back, no problem. Jump over here, go for the Stormy Blade, because sure, why not? jump again, and it goes for the double claw swipe, and it has hitbox straight out of the PlayStation show, isn't it? Like, what hit me? I think I struggled with that in base rise as well, when having to jump over stuff was more necessary, no counter. But yeah, that double claw swipe is... it's something I've been traumatized by already. Another sloppy mistake there, but at least we have Bloodlight. No bugs, so no Swarming Blade to initiate this ride. Let's just ride normally. For my simple rules, since I've gone back to allowing rides, I don't care about the wall bugs. Like, I'm not going to be finicky about them. So yeah, I just use them, whatever. Single wallbang there because I wanted to take advantage of the Bloodlight to heal back. So you see my health's almost full again. Causing rages here, that's why I didn't go for the morph combo. I was expecting Grower, so I could grow through it and keep attacking. Through the Ice Wings, attack his arms, let's go for the eyes. Yeah, those rocks with the claw slash sword, grounded slash, yeah, that's all nice. Notice that it's taking too long to remove the Ice Blade, so that means it's going to follow up with that spin attack, but you can jump over that, or counter it, of course. Counter is always an option. I got greedy there, lots of sloppy mistakes here. I just wanted it to die already, and there it is, it's dead already. So 16 minutes and 15 seconds, not too shabby with all these restrictions, right? No paths, no exploiting weaknesses, no countering, no anything, Fox only, final destination, no items. Here's my armor set, as I said, for this special Ramika Rules run. No weakness exploit allowed, so that's why it's not in the set. It's banned, it's not bad, it's actually great. Critical boost, on the other hand, without weakness exploit is actually kind of sketchy. So yeah, I didn't explicitly ban it when talking to myself planning this run, but with no weakness exploit, I felt like crit boost wasn't worth it. That's why it's not there either. I did run Power Prolonger though on this armor because I'm not running counter, so Power Prolonger ends up being fairly nice to prolong amp uptime. The counter instantly amps, but it's not just instantly activating amp, it also refreshes amp if you're amped, so yeah, with counter you can reasonably stay amped like throughout your run, even without Prolonger or anything. But since I had to amp manually, Power Prolonger Spread and Ice. And no Wire Bug Whisper, because you don't have 2 bug moves, so yeah, it's pretty low value then. But that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed the hunt, hope you guys had a great time, and I hope to see you on the next one. See ya! Bye bye!